Welcome. Over the course of human history, our world has borne witness to extraordinary beauty, from lush rainforests to vibrant coral reefs. But we must also acknowledge the darker side of our nature, the capacity for great cruelty and destruction. From the ashes of a defeated Germany, scarred by World War I and economic turmoil, rose a figure who would come to embody the darkest impulses of the 20th century, Adolf Hitler. A charismatic orator, Hitler channeled the frustrations of a nation into a potent mix of nationalism, anti-Semitism, and promises of restored glory. His National Socialist Party, the Nazis, quickly gained traction, exploiting fear and prejudice to secure power in 1933. With chilling efficiency, Hitler transformed Germany into a totalitarian state, suppressing all opposition and silencing dissent. He unleashed the horrors of the Holocaust, a systematic extermination of Jews and other minorities that stained the conscience of humanity. Hitler's reign of terror, built on a foundation of hate and unbridled ambition, serves as a chilling reminder of the ease with which charisma can be twisted into oppression. In the heart of Africa, a continent often romanticized for its natural beauty and cultural richness, emerged a dictator whose brutality shocked even the most hardened observers. Idi Amin, a former military officer, seized control of Uganda in a 1971 coup, promising stability and prosperity. However, his reign quickly descended into a nightmare of repression, violence, and economic ruin. Amin's paranoia knew no bounds, leading him to purge the army and government of anyone suspected of disloyalty. His regime targeted ethnic groups, intellectuals, and political opponents, unleashing waves of terror that left hundreds of thousands dead or disappeared. The economy crumbled under his erratic policies, driving the once prosperous nation into poverty and despair. Amin's rule, marked by grotesque human rights abuses and economic mismanagement, serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked power. From the ashes of the Russian Revolution emerged a figure who would transform the vast expanse of the Soviet Union into a totalitarian behemoth, Joseph Stalin. A cunning and ruthless leader, Stalin consolidated his grip on power through political maneuvering, brute force, and a pervasive cult of personality. Stalin's reign was one of terror and paranoia, marked by the Great Purge, a period of mass repression that eliminated any perceived threats to his authority. Millions were executed or sent to the Gulag, a vast network of forced labor camps scattered across Siberia. Despite the horrors inflicted upon his own people, Stalin transformed the Soviet Union into an industrial and military power, playing a pivotal role in the defeat of Nazi Germany during World War II. In the aftermath of the Vietnam War, a new horror unfolded in Southeast Asia, this time in the small nation of Cambodia. Under the leadership of Pol Pot, the Khmer Rouge, a radical communist regime, seized control of the country, determined to create an agrarian utopia through unimaginable brutality. Driven by a twisted ideology, the Khmer Rouge emptied the cities, forcing millions into labor camps in the countryside. In a reign of terror that lasted less than 4 years, an estimated 2 million Cambodians perished from starvation, disease, overwork, or execution. In the aftermath of World War II, as the Korean peninsula was divided, a new kind of dictatorship took root in the north, one that would span generations and cast a long shadow over the region. Kim Il-sung, a former guerrilla fighter backed by the Soviet Union, established the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, a totalitarian state built on a foundation of communist ideology and a pervasive cult of personality. Under Kim Il-sung and his successors, Kim Jong-il and Kim Jong-un, North Korea transformed into one of the most isolated and repressive countries on Earth. The regime maintains absolute control over all aspects of life, from the media and education to employment and even personal relationships. Despite international condemnation and crippling economic sanctions, the Kim dynasty has clung to power, perpetuating a system that prioritizes its own survival over the well-being of its people. These dictators, each with their own brand of cruelty and oppression, have left an indelible mark on the human psyche. Their stories, though difficult to confront, serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of freedom and the ever-present potential for evil to take root. It is our duty to remember the victims, to learn from the past, and to remain vigilant against all forms of tyranny.